All right. Hi guys. This is why am I looking over this way? This is another episode of the Hoedown. It's been a long time, but as I said, it happens whenever I feel like it. And now it's with my partner. Say
Hello.
hi, Jason.
Hello.
Jason, why did you marry me?
I don't know. I got bored.
I married you because I needed a co-host. I needed to upgrade a co-host.
There we go.
So, we're doing conspiracy theories today because I was gonna make us complimentary tinfoil hats, but in this economy, yeah, all that to say, we're going to be talking about conspiracy theories. Now, disclaimer, nothing we say is a statement of fact, and also, we love the government.
In Minecraft.
And Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
Well, we love them in like, I do not like black bags, but you know what I do like? The flag.
On God.
And this is all, apparently there's someone, we just found this online, but, called The Maker on YouTube, so I'm just gonna credit it. But we have a massive fucking list. Okay, we're not doing the, how long is this shit?
115 pages.
25 pages worth of this, because we have a life, and I want a Reese peanut butter cup for some reason, and put it in the refrigerator afterwards. So, I gotta go get that. And also, I want to watch a movie with my dogs. So, yeah, we'll just get into it. That is dangerously. Man has a fingernail clipper dangerously close to the source of our children. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
It's your deal. You
need to be reacting.
I'm here.
Kids react to. Okay.
I'm not a child. I'm a grown-ass man.
Grown-ass men react to. Okay. So, number one theory. Big Pharma. Pharmaceutical companies suppress effective vaccines and medical treatment for profit. I'll pass it to you.
You know, this is one I actually do believe, because very much it's very much like, you know, the De Beers diamond, you know, company. Like, they pretty much have this massive stockpile of diamonds, and they fucking are like, oh no, diamonds are this rare thing, and you always get this thing like, oh, this is why engagement rings cost so much, is because, like, you know, they're not fucking rare. They have a stockpiles and stockpiles of diamonds. They just slowly release them into the market. So there's like, there's an appearance of a lack of diamonds.
Scarcity mindset.
Yeah, scarcity mindset, right?
Scarcity economy.
Right, obviously, medicine doesn't need to be fucking expensive. Medicine's really fucking cheap to make. You put fucking chemicals together, but they sell them because, like, for people like diabetics, like cancer patients, obviously, those are the people that are needed and are going to do anything to get for that treatment, because if they don't get that treatment, they fucking die. So, like, obviously, like, this
glad for acknowledging my pronouns.
You're welcome. This is one of the reasons I believe that is because, like, everyone's profit driven. Anyone says they're not profit driven is fucking lying to you. Everyone likes money. Everyone likes money because money means you can go do stuff, right? You can't do anything without money in today's society. If someone tells you they're not driven by profit, they're lying to you, and that's one of the reasons why
you can whack it. You can walk around.
You're not gonna have energy to walk around if you don't have food. Food
you can
money.
Eat a leaf. That's why continental breakfast is you can just go. I'm kidding. So my thing on this, I'm gonna just put a disclaimer. I have dated and lived with, and I went to a school with a bunch of, like, truthers where it's like, you know, I know a guy and his wife had cancer, and you know, it was very affordable treatment for this. It was like 100% near cure, and instead, they made her do coffee enemas, and she fucking died. Because she was like, I'm not poisoning my body. And listen, I totally agree that medicine in other companies are cheap. Other countries are cheaper. There's generic things. As someone that is chronically ill, I got, like, a receipt at CVS one time, and it was like, why are you mogging everywhere? But, sorry, back on topic. And it was like near $1,000 5,000 or 2,000?
For what?
All my meds.
Oh, it was 5.
It was
It's
5,000.
Yeah, it's 5.
Yeah, it was $5,000 just to keep me alive, kind of. Have a decent amount of energy. It's not even doing perfect. Which is crazy. So luckily I have great health insurance that was like, you're good. But if I didn't have that, like that's something I've thought of is like, what am I gonna do? I'm just going to deuces. So it's like, yeah, no, I totally believe that, but within a line. As someone that likes homeopathic remedies, I believe that both like Eastern / traditional medicine, which my mom practices a lot, and pharmaceutical, they both have a thing. And I think, yeah, absolutely. Shit's for profit that should not be. And I think if you look at the real cost of treatments and stuff, and the amount of like weird assassinations that have occurred, like with the guy who allegedly cured. Anyways, I think it's weird. I think it's sus.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah. All right, next one, Atlantis.
You want me to take this one?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, alternate.
Obviously, like Atlantis, ancient city that like disappeared under the sea, never to be seen again, was supposed to be super advanced. A lot of people, like, there are some people who think, oh, it's just disappeared, we haven't found it yet. And there are people that think Atlantis is still an active civilization hidden under the waves. Obviously, my opinion on Atlantis is it was taken from so many cultures that have had cities lost in like sea events, tsunamis, all that kind of jazz, like, water levels rising. I think it's just a combination of all those stories from different cultures, different areas of the world. And it's all just combined into what Atlantis is. In my opinion, Atlantis is more of an idea more than an actual thing.
It could have been a real city that had like that event, and it was just made a legend because they looked at the stars and were like, shit, that's a bull. And now I have like, that's in my wedding bio is like, Spurs and Aquarius. But he's a Pisces, by the way. We make it work. But no, I believe it is real because that Disney movie about Atlantis, where would they have filmed that?
Baby, it was animated.
Is Milo's in there, right?
It's animated. All right, Milo, let's move on to the next one.
Oh, you're my girl with white stripes. Oh, wait. This one's weird. This one's really fucking weird. I'll take it. MH370, I remember when this happened. A flight disappearance over the Indian Ocean, likely over a certain base. From a country. I don't know what country, but a country. Okay, so my personal thing, it's like MK Ultra. I think flights do unfortunately disappear, and I think that the conspiracy theories are somewhat disrespectful to the people lost. Yes, there's a lot of suspicious things, and I am not the expert on this whatsoever. However, I definitely think it was not a purposeful like conspiracy theory. I think this was just a civilian flight that went and fell in the ocean, and a lot of people died, and it was tragic.
Yeah, so like obviously there have been pieces that have floated up, and around the times. I think the flight just I think it just crashed.
Yeah.
Like it just, in my opinion, it just crashed because like I think either the instruments were going bad, something happened in the plane, we don't really know because we don't have the black box, and their transponders were weird, and it showed all the their flight patterns were weird, and it just disappeared. Right? I genuinely believe they crashed.
Yeah, and as someone that's flown planes, the fucking checks and everything that you have to check before and that can go wrong is so like it's like fucking a whole scroll. And that's just like pre-checks. It can all go wrong. Post checks are even longer, so there's a lot of things that can fuck up on a plane. This is not Yellow Jackets. There's a lot of things that can fuck up on a plane. Or it's a series that they made out of this bullshit where it's like, they came back.
Oh, they disappeared. It's like the disappeared or something.
Yeah, except it's all... Yeah.
Or like the vanished. I don't remember what it was called.
And it's like, I don't think that, Thanos has anything to do with civilians passing away. Dude, also... I'm so sorry. Can I discuss this one?
one? Oh, this one? Yeah.
This is the funniest shit. Okay, you.
So, orbs. So it's like when you photograph the sun. So apparently when you photograph the sun, blots of light are often seen in resulting pictures and are considered some manner of supernatural. Okay.
I'm just gonna leave that.
So hear me out. Hear me out on this one. Go outside. Look at the sun with your fucking eyeballs. And tell me what you see. Guess what this
Take a picture of it.
sun is. It's a fucking orb.
Get a good.
It's an orb that shoots out light.
Well, the sun isn't fucking real. It's flat, dude.
No, but like, okay. So like, obviously, it's obviously some kind of reflection of light. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Like, dude, really?
Like they're being like, it's divine. Like I'm gonna be.
Dog, it's the fucking sun. It's the light bringer.
Like. I don't think that there is like, I'm personally religious, but I don't think God's out here being like, I want to give them orbs.
Like you want to see the sun orbs?
The sun orbs, like, I think it was like part of design where it was just like, don't look at the fucking sun, dumbass. You know the people, this side note, during the eclipse that just stared directly? I think the president did as well, just stared directly.
Yeah, I don't.
I wore a welder's hat.
I found my glasses and I looked at it.
I found my glasses.
Found my glasses.
I'd just be looking. Let's do. Fucking. Yeah. Antarctica. You got it or I got it?
You want to start?
Okay. Antarctica. Numerous mysteries surrounding the frozen continent ranges from entrances to the hollow earth to military installations and elitist ring high. Okay, so first of all, it's fucking Antarctica. I mean, it's a lot of glaciers. There's weird shit when it's prehistoric ice. Okay, have you seen How to Train Your Dragon? Just kidding, that was in fucking that area.
I don't think that landed. That didn't land, honey. I love you, but that didn't.
You weren't frozen. Anyways, that's how I picture it. But entrances to the hollow earth. Caves. Military installations. Yeah, they exist.
Those exist.
That's not like you can go on the clear web and be like, people do it. Like I got a job offer on fucking Indeed that was like Antarctic fucking HVAC, and I'm like, fuck yeah, okay. And then elitist ring hiding spots.
That's so much effort. That's so much effort.
There is the seed bank, which I can kind of like. I get that.
But the seed bank makes sense because that's a preventative.
This is not a place of honor. But yeah, no, I think there's bunkers. Duh, no shit. But like, I've seen the elite bunkers where it's like bougie bunkers. Like I would just build one as a fucking house. It's cheap as shit.
But not in Antarctica. That's like too much work.
Terrible.
That's too much work when there's so many better spots.
Plus, okay, let's say disaster. My favorite thing, not my favorite thing, but I like studying nuclear stuff. It's nuclear winter. And motherfucker, it's Antarctica. Guess what it's gonna do? Get fucking cold. Like, you can't even... What the fuck you gonna do? Be like, I got a penguin today. Let's carry it to our malnutrition cycle of elites. I gotta bring it to Sydney Sweeney. Yeah. All right. Oh, dude.
Which one? So, PSYOPs, right? A type of alternative warfare employed by governments focusing on psychological aspects, long-term demoralization or terror. This really isn't a conspiracy.
No,
this is a thing. This is the thing. There are literal military units that their job is to do this.
Like, if you think about it, it's both like haha PSYOPs of like well-endowed women in Air Force. It's always the Air Force. Doing like thirst traps for some reason in uniform, and everyone's like, if I join as a cook, she will find and love me. But no, actually, if we're being so honest, PSYOPs there are things like Hanoi Hannah, Tokyo Rose, which again, those are very like nuanced stories that is very interesting. But there's also the things where we just did fuck shit. Like, didn't we try and throw like boner pills, and then we tried to make a gay bomb?
Or every time the CIA tried to kill Castro.
Dude, that was shit. That man loved his dairy.
He loves cows.
He loves cows. Yeah. I don't think I had anything that's real. But I don't know. I think we can figure that out too. Like so one time we had this guy, he was a teacher, and he was just annoying and fucking, he was a substitute teacher. So he was always talking about his time as a fucking, uh, no, paramilitary I can't even fucking speak today. In the African wildlands. This guy was like a music teacher looking motherfucker. It was not, just really fucking annoying. And I was like, cool, today's the day it's over. And he used to yell at me for eating food in class, and I'm like, fuck no, that's where I draw the line. So I used, like, my first day, I just brought in a whole tablecloth and a fucking dinner. Didn't get the reaction. He still showed up, and he was a sub. So I was like, wait, we're gonna do something fun. So I got a ticking, like, watch or something. No, I think it was a Bluetooth speaker, and I hit it in, and then I got all of us to. So he spoke another language. I'm forgetting what it was, but it was a very specific dialect, and I researched how to say certain phrases in it that were just like, leave, go, I know. And it was a bunch of 8th graders, and I was just like, readers. So, yeah, he quit that day. Because, dude, it was, again, PSYOP, you can just figure it out. It's called bullying. It's intercontinental bullying.
Intercontinental bullying.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's find a good one. Let's go down.
Oh, the I-70 killer.
Let's go to tier 2.
Wait, I want to hit I-70 killer.
Hit I-70 killer?
Just watch something on I-70 killer. Boom. You can
right. So I-70 killer, spring in 1992. 6 murders occurred on the I-70 interstate. Every target being gas station employees, with the killer themselves never being caught.
My parents were truck drivers for a brief amount of time, and it is my firm fucking belief that obviously we know this due to patterns and survivors. Interstates and highways are very big human trafficking systems. Like, my town, I grew up in Knoxville, and that's notorious because you can go up, you can go down. It's kind of like a good area for, you can get anywhere. So I definitely think it's easy to be a serial killer because you can just move.
Yep, you do it and you move on, right?
You do it and you move on. Who fucking tracks you? You can just drop shit in the middle of, because my parents, they just slept in the middle of fucking nowhere. Yeah. So what's your thoughts on this?
So there's a subsection here that says potentially highway hypnosis. Obviously, when you drive for a long time, you start kind of just go into a trance where you're just relying on your instinct, but like you don't remember. It's like when you are driving really long and then you just kind of
want to kill someone.
You phase out for a second and then you just go, oh, I'm home now, because you drove purely on instinct, right? And so what they're saying here is maybe in those extreme cases, it may cause mentally ill people to, just murder somebody because they want to. Because, right, there's no more inhibitions. I don't think that's true. I genuinely do believe with, the whole human trafficking thing, right? Because you genuinely...
I pointed myself. I thought it was like, believe, no.
No, you genuinely see that, like, more, especially in, like, hub areas.
Yeah.
You see it more in the highways around, like, hub areas. Like, I'm from Kansas, right? Wichita, shut up. Wichita is, like, a huge, because it's like the big city, right? It's the big city of Kansas. It is, like, there's so much human trafficking that goes around there because all the highways intersect, and they all split off into different areas. So, I believe that it is really actually tied to human trafficking.
Yeah, and it's like, if you think of it, I mean, I got kidding before I go into detail. But if you think of it in airports, they always have like if you're getting traffic, don't do it. Well, call someone. Not don't do it. English. But I think that airports also have that same thought of when it's a major airport. I'm talking, it's not like a regional, it's like Atlanta, Phoenix. Phoenix is a big one. Vegas is a big one because no one's fucking
the desert. It's the desert.
The desert, pretty much, because you can get to Mexico, you can get to Canada. Seattle's another big one. So it's all these like port, and I travel a lot by air. So I've noticed that, and there's a lot of sus things. Fucking lucid dreaming's on here.
Yeah.
No, we're not even going into that, dude.
Okay, I love this one. So Cicada 3301. Obviously 2012. Cicada 3301. I think it appears on either Reddit or 4chan. I don't remember exactly where it appears.
Everywhere.
Presenting like to code breakers, and it's so too far the answer for 2 of the puzzles has been publicly released. Third one is not, implying that either it hasn't been cracked or someone cracked it and they didn't reveal the answer because they got like told not to, right? In my opinion, this was probably one. Okay, so there's 2 possibilities in my mind, right? Either like a hoax. I'm not gonna say hoax and like, oh, someone's going out there trying to make people think. No, I think what I mean by hoax is that it was someone presenting a challenge to see if people could solve it. Now, it was either that or it was a government agency recruiting somebody, right? In my opinion, leads toward the government agency because if I'm remembering these correctly, these puzzles were fucking difficult.
Yeah. Because I was looking into it when it came out, and I was like,
in my opinion, it was probably the CIA looking for code breakers, especially with the new technological boom at the time.
Do not represent the DoD.
Yeah, we do not.
He does, but I don't.
But with the new technological boom at the time, it would make sense that they're like, okay, there's all this new technology. We need smart people that can crack codes really easily, so we can get them like we have people that know how to handle this new technology, this new like wave coming out.
I think it's fun because I genuinely think it's just a person, on the internet sometimes, as someone that likes to be a little like, saw without the killing. I think it was just someone having fun, and making these puzzles is a challenge, and it becomes a passion. Like, I think a lot of people just do it for passion, and the 2 being solved with the 3rd, it could be unsolvable in some way. Like there are like all I can think is like a maze, but you can't get to the end. But yeah, no, I personally think it's that because the government does have like, you can go to a recruiting station and go into intel, and there are obviously going to be fucking positions because I've watched that movie, The Imitation Game. But yeah, no, I've known some people. It's not like you have to be like 99 as bad brilliant who go into computers. Like, I'm so sorry. Some of the people that go into computers are like, but that's me personally knocking on people again, not the DoD. But yeah, no, I think it was personal interest because respectfully, I don't think we need all that. I think we got that stacked. Just not from the computers. is bad, dude. Oh. Wait a minute. They got weather.
HARP, yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. I remember this. Weather control HARP. United States military base located in Alaska that is subject to many accusations of controlling the weather. Which? Oh, you want me to give my opinion?
Yeah, go give your opinion.
So, this is the weather, man. I'm so sorry. You can track it. It's, perceivable. Men said, like, generally, women in STEM, theys in STEM, anyone in STEM. But we can do things to adapt to the weather. Duh. But we can't control it. That's there's patterns and, like, nothing is 100%, especially about the past, but we definitely can monitor patterns. And it's not like, whoa, why is there just a tornado here? And also, why are the military, like, they got better and worse things to do.
Right, here's my thing on this, right? HARP, obviously, like, weather tracking, all that kind of shit, right? You can't, okay, here's what we could do using, like, what we have. We can create ideal conditions for certain weather patterns. Like, we can do things that raise the temperature. We have things that can do that. We have things that can increase moisture, things that increase, like, just all kinds of these different, like, things that affect the weather. But it's not a 100% guarantee. There's no point in trying to control the weather
Global warming.
when it's not a 100%. Right? If we could control the weather, like, we wouldn't have to worry about global warming, right?
We could just pump global warming.
And the amount of right, and here's the thing. You can say, oh, well, what if they want to, keep going on? No, because that costs everyone's money. Global warming is not like, it's not cost effective to have global warming. Because then you have to worry about the environment. You have to do like environmental concerns. That loses you money, right? Having to abide by what? EPA laws and all that kind of shit, that loses you money. If we had stuff that could control the weather, we could also counteract global warming. Yeah, we could also we could make it rain in fucking Africa.
Make it rain.
No.
Make it hail.
No, not. All right.
My apologies.
No,
Did I cut you off?
No, you're good.
No, I'm gonna give one more thing. So again, we're bringing it back to nuclear stuff because it's mutually assured destruction. If they're like, whoa, let's do a tsunami, A, they're gonna knock off allies, even if they try to, do whatever. I don't know which military base it is. B, weather is one of those things, if it happens, we get fucked up. And your economy and supply chain gets fucked up. No one, even if it's like a tariff, like they're still existing. But if it's like destroyed, like it doesn't make sense. I mean, there's certainly things you can fuck up to, limit survival or limit stuff, which I'm watching Hurricane Katrina stuff, but I'm not educated enough to speak on it, but like the levees, but that's about. I'm gonna make it snow. Let it go. All right, you can read this.
So back in, I think, the 50s or 60s, I don't remember what it was, 9 researchers went missing in the Siberian wilderness, specifically around the Dyatlov Pass, and they found their corpses having a bunch of weird injuries. Here's my opinion. I believe it was a combination of, obviously, some kind of avalanche, right? Whether it be, and I believe it was a minor avalanche considering like the way the tent was found, everything else of that. And then it was like some kind of induced psychosis from all that events where they started turning on each other. And obviously, like with the ways they had been found stuff, obviously like with their tongues missing, small animals will eat fucking tongues. It's the easiest thing to get to. Like if you die, your muscles relax, your jaw can just pop open, right? And like go for the tongue, right? That's easier than getting like a fucking eyeball out. That's easier than chewing your face. That's easier than like tearing a limb. They just go for the tongue because it's soft, chewy, and it's muscle tissue.
It's like beef jerky. It's like ham.
Spam. Well, that's spam.
Oh, that's it? So, by the way, dogs like to eat bones because they're practicing to... Okay. So, my kind of thought on... I definitely think, as someone, I've worked as a wilderness medic, and weird shit happens when people get cold. Like, there's, was it paradoxal... We'll go a little longer. Paradoxal undressing, where it's like, whoa, it's cold, time to get naked. But yeah. I mean, again, I thought they turned on themselves a little bit for sure, because that, again, when it's psychosis and you watch people die, you watch these horrific injuries, it happens in combat. I'm assuming it could be the same in extreme conditions. But also, avalanche. Snow. A lot of fuck shit can go wrong. Don't hike alone. Obviously, they did let people know where you're going. Don't do dumb shit. Hike dumb places. Please. Go scroll. Oh my god, it's about Little Peep. We're good with that. I'm scrolling with all that. My red is not your red. Yeah, that's okay. This is interesting because I thought of this, but apparently everyone did also. My red is not your red. All people see color differently due to small changes in the physical makeup of the eye.
I believe that. I believe that. That's just kind of like
it's like the dress.
Right. Same thing like height differences, height, like, just there's going to be slight, just little, You're not taller than me. There's gonna be slight differentials between every single person in something, right? And some people are gonna have different, like just different way the photoreceptors in their eye work, different things with their eye. They're just gonna like we all have different eye colors, like like obviously there's different like the eyes are like one of the things that changes a lot among people. So like obviously, yeah, because we see different colors. Like
Yeah.
obviously like but we can all identify it as a color because that's what we've always seen it as. Like red could be something to me that is something different to someone else, but it's red. It's red.
Red. I think as well, other cultures had different words for colors, like blue and purple becoming one thing, or like yellow and orange, like pink being its own thing, and red just being. It's interesting, and I think it's a cultural thing. It's what colors you see the most is how you're going to communicate them. But yeah, no, everyone has little niches, and it's just based on generalization. Like, I'm continually going to fight with people on what I think purple is, but as I am. All right, let's take a
gang stalking. I love talking about this. This is funny. So gang stalking, paranoid belief that certain individuals that appear to be normal are watching you throughout your day, often employed by the government or other higher authorities. If the government wants to watch you, they do not need to hire people to do that. Everyone has.
They're not going to be obvious.
Everyone has a fucking phone, right? That is enough to track you without you even knowing. That is enough to do all kinds of fuck shit, to like see you, to know your patterns. They don't need to have
credit cards.
They don't need to have people doing that. Yeah, your credit cards shows you, like your bank transactions show where you frequent, show you what time you go there. Say you go for a coffee at the same time every day, right? That's a pattern.
Be a hard target.
That's a pattern, right? You always get coffee at the same time. Then you go to this store, you buy something that shows a pattern. Like say you go grocery shopping every Sunday. They know what time you're not going to be in the house. They know what time you are going to be in the house. They don't need to send people. This is obviously it's a result of like extreme, like in my belief, paranoid schizophrenia. Like it's pretty bad paranoid schizophrenia, because when I always see these people, they're like showing the videos of a plane flying overhead, and they're watching me. I'm like, they're not gonna watch you from a fucking airplane. They're gonna be like
this Airbus.
They're gonna be hacked into your computer. They're gonna be looking at you. They're not gonna watch you from a goddamn airplane where like we don't even have cameras that can see that well. Like no one would. Well, we do, but no, that's so much effort for something you can. That's so much effort and so much effort.
Unless you're like Osama bin Laden.
Like every time I see one of these videos, I'm like, get this man an unregistered firearm and see what he does with it.
No, I'm gonna chime in on this. I think definitely, I've heard of deep cover agents. Like there's a bunch of stories I've heard of Soviet agents where they just ingrain, and it's definitely a thing. I know that there's obviously intelligence is a thing, and it's not only military. You can just be a criminal or a serial killer or a really weird stalker to pick up on these things. And that leads me to a more serious point. Be a fucking hard target. Don't take different routes. Close your fucking blinds at night. I'm serious. I don't want to see that shit. I've seen so much shit. Fuck. Close your blinds. Especially the bedroom. See. I hate it. I'm like driving and I'm like, but I think that it's definitely, I don't know how to say it. You can take steps, but I think at a point it becomes, it's the difference between, hey, let's keep a backpack on us in case there's a storm or a disaster. And then it's like, we need 9,000 things of fucking spam boxes from an evangelist priest that got de-owned. Yeah. So.
No! So, genocide denial. Okay, it's like obviously like Holocaust deniers, like it's. Come on.
I mean, and Native indigenous people.
Like, you can't deny like the Holocaust or anything like that happened. People live, survive. There's a museum that has artifacts from that actual time. And then people are gonna be like, "Oh no, there's a fake."
Their
God.
location.
I went to the Holocaust Museum in DC, right? You can smell it. It's weird, but you can smell it. And you can just know, like, this is what these are old shit happened around these objects. You can just smell it because they have a shoe room. It's all the shoes from Auschwitz, and you can smell it. You can smell the death. It is like you can't fake that.
No.
And obviously, like 6 million fucking people died, probably more.
Where'd they go?
We're all
talking about conspiracy. Like, and also, like, I get so pissed on this because I've had family members. So I'm part Cherokee, and the whole people that are like, no, we kindly escorted them and gave them new land. Dumbass, like, you gonna like, it's all these massive, like, genocide or displacements, like, even Columbus Day. Stupid. I got banned by the National Columbus Association because I wrote an essay about how, but again, it's one of those things is how can you fucking deny it? There are relics, there's history. If you can deny that, and let's say a lot of this comes from people who are religious or like French religious, and this is not me hating, how can you deny any history? Because there's relics. How can you just, like, World War I didn't happen. The bombing of Pearl Harbor, like, you can have questions, but that doesn't mean there's not evidence. Like, this shit's just stupid. Like, read a fucking book or something. Touch grass. That's what I gotta say about that. I don't. Let's see. There is literally the word sinkholes on it. Oh, dude, I want to talk about this because I slept overnight. Okay, Denver Airport. A strange airport with an unusual layout and odd signage throughout. Many claim that it's a hidden Freemason base or have other sort of purpose. Do you know about Lucifer?
Yes, I'm aware of Lucifer.
You tell about Lucifer to the unsuspecting, unknown.
So Lucifer is the horse outside of the big horse statue outside the Denver airport. It's
weird.
And if I remember correctly, I believe the guy that made it died either during or right after its construction.
And I think it has like red eyes.
It has red eyes. They're cool. I've seen
it's cool, yeah, but it's also, I make abstract art, so I also find myself going, what the fuck? But yeah. So I spend the night because I buy the cheap one where it's like 24-hour layover. Thank you, Frontier. And Denver is where they're connected through. So I spent the night here. Fucking great. They have a tram. I just kind of rode the tram for a bit and got like driving fatigue until I wanted to go. And yeah, I just slept there.
So
it wasn't weird. Like there was some weird. There's a tunnel for the train.
Right, and so Denver Airport is massive with these huge tunnels built underneath it, right? In my opinion, and I actually get this opinion from a video game. It's fucking Splinter Cell Blacklist, right? There are bunkers. In my opinion, there's probably doomsday bunkers. There's government doomsday bunkers probably under the Denver.
Because it's a big, massive airport, I guess.
Right. I mean, obviously Colorado, like
no one's fucking
middle of nowhere.
Free weed. Isn't so.
But obviously, a lot of traffic comes through Denver Airport. If you wanted to like have like one where government planes could go in and out unnoticed, Denver would be the one. So obviously, in my opinion, I think it's just I think there's just military bunkers under there for like some kind of doomsday event, and that's all it is.
I think that those large things I think it's dead ass. My answer is less cool. I think it's for shipping large materials because here's the thing. Large, bulky shit is a pain in the ass. So even if it's military shit or not, it's large, it's bulky, and it's easier on tram or on railways. Like, that's all I think it is. But I think doomsday bunkers are cool. I had to do a dream house project in like 4th grade, and mine was a little bulk. I don't want to survive a nuclear apocalypse. This is all sidetracked. But there's no air conditioning needed. They look cool as fuck. And, like, you can just buy a lot of land. Like, what's gonna happen? Oh my god. Let's see. Keep them coming. I think that there's so much dumb shit on here. It's like, if you take drugs, bad things happen.
Okay, so missing children force. In LA County, there's a large force or a substantial amount of children gone missing without any trace. Here's that. It's a massive forest.
Slowly.
It's a forest, dude. Kids are dumb. They just walk in there. They go so far in, you can't find them, right?
Yeah.
And they've been gone for so many times. Animals have come through, rain, yada. That it's just they go in, they go missing.
They're
That's
very
what it is. They're dumb kids. Like there's no like
Well, I wouldn't say dumb.
there's no
but
like
they're one.
otherworldly thing drawing these kids to the forest. They're just going into the damn forest.
Fucking cool, dude. I loved the forest as a kid, not going missing, but that's why I would go there. It's fucking cool. You get to play with sticks and shit. Bang around.
No.
Okay, cool. But no, I think with that too, it's like again, it makes sense, and as someone that again has worked in wilderness stuff, that's what you see a lot of is people die without fast, even people who don't know conditions or don't know where they're going. So vulnerable people like children, the elderly, mentally ill. Hey, representation. But that's obviously that's why there's silver alerts, amber alerts. It's not always like there's something after them. It's more like, man versus nature, not man versus ice cream man. Ice cream bug. What's the word? Broom broom. And has
Car?
no, it's like the ice cream comes out of it.
It's
not the word.
truck.
Yes! Truck! Okay. Oh, my English today. Alright. Give it a shoo. What are we seeing? I'm seeing, like, some of these are so
Oh, this
fascinating.
is fun. RPG insanity trading. So this one says what? The Yakuza is paying off Nintendo and other Japanese video game production and publishing companies to promote anarchic and insane behavior in their players.
Didn't they make Kirby the yarn?
Yes.
That
Um,
was about
like obviously it's talking about like Japanese RPGs, like Genshin Impact.
Okay, it can be used for
It's
good
it's like
purposes.
it's like dude, just it's a video game. No, trust me, they're not getting paid off to make the like most people can differentiate a fucking video game from real life.
Yeah.
Like that makes
What about GTA?
it's GTA. It's a
Yeah.
I drive around and
Yeah.
shoot hookers in GTA. Does that mean I drive around and shoot hookers in real life?
The pizza does not.
Yes, the pizza has a gun.
The pizza is happy in
pizza
this
is
marriage.
the pizza is very aggressive.
Yeah, no, I concur. There are better way again, psyops. There are better ways to be like, come join us. And the Yakuza is very interesting. They're not like they don't have military recruiting centers, and they're like, hey, take the Yakuza test, and we'll see where we put you. Like, it's kind of you're born into. There's a lot of different cultures, so I think researching it is better than. I literally just saw something that was the plot of I Have No Mouth, but I Must Scream. Some of the shit, it's people read books and they go,
What? Smithsonian suppression. I think this is gonna be the last one, and we'll call it here because this is then we go into the next tier. No, because then we go into the next tier, and then that's gonna.
The next year, yeah.
So Smithsonian suppression. Holy shit, I can't speak. The Smithsonian Museum has been known to destroy human remains if they oppose the current theories of evolution.
Bro, focus on the family, they got him.
Okay, here's the. So when I don't know how to talk. This is so dumb. But okay, so like
Okay.
we have right, so like you take like every species, like every time humanity's like evolved into a different like species or subspecies, there's a fucking path. And so when sometimes you'll find like a weird human remain that has like something wrong with them. Take like the elephant man.
A deformity.
A deformity, right? Yeah, they're gonna throw those fucking bones out because obviously they're not like accurate, right? Because obviously, if you go between like say a fucking like a Homo erectus and a Homo sapien, and you find like some weird deformity, like something weird that's like no one today has, or like no one's ever had. Yeah, no shit, it's gonna be wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna Quasimodo dump, like, I'm gonna follow this shit. A baby? A monster. Kobe. No, but I'm being so real, like, it's... I don't I mean, there's the arc. There are opposite things that support and not support evolution. um, so it's one of those things that it's like you're allowed to have different perspectives. And that's okay. That's free speech. And whether you trust the government or not, you can have opinions. And the Smithsonian is not going to go, bones, bones. Now the dogs who are licking you until the bones come out. Different bugs. Okay, goodbye.